There are moments in history when heaven seems to touch the earth, moments that leave behind symbols, not of gold or power, but of faith. These symbols have survived wars, empires, and centuries, carried by millions seeking hope, courage, and divine protection. Today we're going to explore 5 of the most powerful and miraculous medals in Christian history: the Miraculous Medal, the Saint Benedict Medal, the Four-Way Medal, the Crucifix Medal, and the Saint Christopher Medal. Each one tells a story of faith that continues to shape hearts across generations. It all began in the quiet heart of Paris, in the year 1830. Inside the convent of Rue du Bac, a young novice named Catherine Labouré knelt in silent prayer. The world outside was restless. Revolutions, poverty, and fear filled the streets of France. But inside that chapel, heaven opened its doors. The Virgin Mary appeared to Catherine in a vision brighter than any earthly light. Mary stood on a globe, rays of light streaming from her hands, crushing the serpent of evil beneath her feet. She spoke softly, her words clear and divine. "Have a medal struck according to this model. Those who wear it with faith will receive great graces." Catherine listened, trembling, and the image burned into her memory. The Virgin surrounded by the words, "O Mary, conceived without sin, pray for us who have recourse to thee." When the medal was finally made and distributed, something extraordinary began to happen. People reported healings, conversions, and blessings beyond explanation. The sick recovered, the hopeless found peace, and hearts far from faith returned to prayer. It became known as the Miraculous Medal, and the name was no exaggeration. In a time of great turmoil, it brought comfort to millions. To this day, believers around the world wear it close to their hearts, not as a decoration, but as a tangible reminder that heaven listens and grace is real. But the story of divine protection does not end there. Centuries before Catherine's vision in the mountains of Italy, another saint had faced his own battle, not against armies, but against evil itself. Saint Benedict of Nursia, the founder of the Benedictine order, was a man of deep prayer and strength. His famous rule, ora et labora, pray and work, became a foundation for Christian monastic life. Yet Benedict also understood the unseen struggle, the spiritual battle against darkness. To face it, he carried the sign of the cross and prayed a simple but powerful phrase: "Crux sacra, sit mihi lux," the Holy Cross, be my light. From this deep devotion came the Saint Benedict Medal, a sacred emblem engraved with ancient Latin words of exorcism and protection. Every letter, every symbol has a profound purpose. The cross, the initials of holy prayers, and the invocation of Saint Benedict himself. Over the centuries, countless people have worn it for spiritual defense: monks, soldiers, travelers, and ordinary believers, all trusting that the cross of Christ would be their shield against evil. It's not merely a medal, it's considered by many to be armor for the soul. As the centuries passed, faith found a beautiful unity in a single design: the Four-Way Medal. Imagine holding one medal that carries 4 sacred devotions. On it, you'll find the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a symbol of his boundless love for humanity. You'll see the Miraculous Medal with its promise of grace. There's also Saint Joseph, the protector of the family, and Saint Christopher, the guardian of travelers. Each corner of this medal tells its own story: love, protection, devotion, and guidance. It quickly became a sign of complete faith, a summary of what it means to live under God's care. Families began gifting it to their children, soldiers wore it into war, and travelers carried it wherever they went. The Four-Way Medal represents the wholeness of belief, one single symbol that gathers the heart of Christianity into the palm of your hand. But perhaps no medal carries more power or more raw emotion than the Crucifix Medal. The cross, the ultimate symbol of sacrifice, of pain, and of final victory, has been the center of Christian faith for over 2,000 years. From the dark catacombs of ancient Rome to the sprawling battlefields of history, believers have clung to it for courage and strength. The Crucifix Medal is not simply a piece of metal, it is the story of redemption itself. When we look at the figure of Christ on the cross, we see a love that endured unimaginable suffering, a forgiveness stronger than death, and a hope that rose triumphantly from the grave. For so many, wearing the crucifix is a personal vow, a reminder that every struggle, every loss, and every act of faith is part of that same great victory. The crucifix whispers through time, "You are not alone. I have conquered the world." And then there is the St. Christopher medal, the beloved guardian of travelers, the protector of those who journey into the unknown. Legend tells us of a giant of a man named Christopher, who wished to serve the greatest king on earth. His search eventually ended when he met a small child by a raging river who asked to be carried across. As Christopher lifted the child onto his broad shoulders, the water grew wild, and the child became unbearably heavy. With each step, the weight increased, and Christopher struggled just to reach the other side. Finally, as he set the child down, he gasped, "You were so heavy. It felt as though I carried the whole world on my back." The child smiled and replied, "You carried not only the world, you carried Christ himself." From that powerful story came the faith that still travels with us today. Sailors wore the St. Christopher medal at sea, soldiers carried it into battle, and modern travelers have it with them on the road and in the sky. This is not superstition. It is a prayer made tangible, a plea that says, "St. Christopher, protect us on our journey." Whether that journey is a trip across vast oceans or simply the journey through life itself, this medal reminds us that we are never without divine guidance. Across generations, these 5 medals, the Miraculous, the Benedict, the Four-Way, the Crucifix, and the St. Christopher, have carried the hopes and prayers of millions. They have hung around necks, rested in pockets, and been passed down through families as sacred heirlooms. Each medal tells a story of faith surviving every age, from mystical visions in quiet convents to ancient legends by flowing rivers, from silent monasteries to bustling modern cities. They connect the human heart to something eternal, something greater than fear, greater than suffering, greater than time itself. These are not just medals. They are messages, whispers from heaven saying, "You are protected, you are loved, you are never alone." Whether you wear one, hold one, or simply believe in what they represent, their power lies not in the medal, but in the faith that gives them life. 5 medals, 5 miracles. One timeless truth: faith can move mountains, and even the smallest symbol can carry the power of heaven itself. If these stories of faith and miracles inspired you, please like this video, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful true stories where heaven meets earth and the impossible becomes real. Thank you for watching.